Well, this week I'm in Unionville, Pennsylvania, and I am at Laurel Hill Farms. We are going to take a jump lesson, and then tomorrow I'm going fox hunting, and that's going to be more fun than I even know what to do with. That's going to happen right here on Discovering the Horseman Within.
Now the sun is rising slowly on the mountain you must climb, and the trail that takes you closer to the source. And you dream about the moment when you leave it all behind and climb up on that one true horse. That one true horse, the perfect partner built to ride. One true horse, a bond that cannot be denied. You would search forever just to have the chance to take a ride on one true horse. Gonna take a ride on one true horse.
What we've done today, I have Karen Carco here, who is going to give me a jumping lesson. Karen, we jumped together last year.
Yep.
And I have routinely practiced once a day in my mind for the last 2 days.
Great. You're ready to go.
You think we're ready?
I think you're ready.
All right. You know, Karen, I ride all over the place, all kinds of different terrains, but the front half of this saddle is missing, and so I'm a little unaware of that. I'm sort of uncomfortable there, but I'll get by it. And so there's some tack differences, and then of course, I don't routinely jump.
Right.
So I'm going to rely on your experiences to kind of get me through this. But one of the things I'd like to know about, explain to me, we've got this horse rigged up in a bridle with 2 bits on him. Explain that to me a little bit.
Well, this is the horse you're hunting tomorrow, and this is the bridle he's used to hunting in.
Okay.
And he's normally ridden by a lady
Okay.
who wouldn't be as strong as you, so he may need a little more control.
Okay.
This bridle has 2 bits, a snaffle bit and a curb bit. They're separate, and most of the time you would use the snaffle rein and just have a snaffle like your snaffle bridle, but if you need it, you have the curb rein.
Okay.
For a little more leverage, a little more control. And he is a horse that loves this bridle, and he's very happy in it, so it works for everyone. And also, if Judy runs into a problem out hunting and someone breaks a rein, she has a spare rein she can give someone.
Okay.
Which is not
All right. So
unheard of.
So it's 2 things. One, it's a set of emergency brakes if I need it, or if she were to need
Yes.
it normally. And then of course it's a way to carry extra tack and equipment.
Yes.
Which I noticed in talking to everybody in the hunt club that I spoke to last year and reading through some of the information, a lot of the tradition is based around extra equipment that might be needed to do some job out in the
Yes,
in the field.
because you may be somewhere that there's no one standing by to help you. You're out in the country with nothing.
Okay.
So you have to be plan
rather than
ahead.
put a bunch of big bulky saddlebags on, you just let the horse
Yes.
carry it all. All right, well,
Yes.
good deal. Well,
So one of the reasons you need to get used to riding with 2 reins is the reason you have the bridle today.
okay, and so what I've done here is due to your instruction, I've got my snaffle bit rein on the outside.
Yep.
And my leverage rein on the inside. So the outside of my hand is going to be more dominant. I can pick up on that rein.
Absolutely.
I can take a hold of that.
Yep.
And then if I need to, that leverage bit is there under my finger and I can pick up on it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right, well, at this point, I think I'm gonna hand myself over to your control and you're
You're gonna remember how to jump.
well, we're gonna try anyways.
I would just trot him in a big circle since we were standing here talking,
Okay.
and then we'll start jumping.
All right, so start with just moving him up here.
Yep. And just trot in a big circle, half the arena.
Okay.
And then the next time you come around this end, just
Yep.
turn up the center,
Yep.
trot trot, the little placing pole on the ground, and the little jump.
Okay. Where am I looking?
You are looking at the rail until it goes out of sight between his ears, and then you're looking down the line of the ring. Canter. Good. Come one more time. Plan to canter away.
Okay.
He will jump better if you're cantering away. Don't change your approach. It was very good. Just think canter away. Canter. Good. One more time.
And continue the canter?
Canter away in that 2-point that you had as a practice to galloping across a field.
Okay.
So a little bit lighter in the saddle as you canter away. Good, good, good. Average horse's canter step is 12 feet. Some of that's taken up, so you jump in to here, 12 feet, jump out.
Okay.
It's 18 feet total.
Okay. So we have kind of a 3-foot land, a 12-foot stride, and a 3-foot takeoff.
Right, which works if you trot in. If you canter in, it's very, very close because they'll jump bigger cantering.
Okay.
So trot in, you're going to canter 1 step, jump the second jump.
Okay.
Try to be light in the saddle in between the two, and light when you land over the second jump.
Okay.
Almost think about landing a little bit over your knee.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes. Same approach, exact same approach you've been doing is good. Just keep posting and trotting. Wait. Good. Very good. So if he hurries, you can close your hand and steady him.
Okay.
Just don't close your hand and stop him.
Right.
Exact same way. You have to stay up out of the saddle a little longer. Slowly, slowly, you're speeding. Good. Good. Keep the same trot you had down the long side and through the beginning of the turn. Keep that steady 1, 2, 1, 2. But very good once you got in there.
Okay.
Keep that trot. That's perfect. Good.
Okay, so I still felt like maybe I had a little too much
You
of his
are,
face.
I think, coming up with your hand perhaps a little bit as you jump.
Okay.
Press your hand into his neck. Even though you have that neck strap, keep your hands pressed down
Okay.
and forward. If you do this, it'll bring his head up.
Okay.
You may have to move your shoulders forward to keep your hands pressed in his neck.
Okay.
Steady, steady. There you go. No, still have to steer.
All right, that time I just left too much to him.
Yes. He's a nice horse, but he's not above taking the easy way occasionally.
Sure.
And if you look where you're going, look at the center of the first rail, look at the center of the second rail, look. There you go, good. Much better.
Now I felt myself kind of come to the back of the saddle.
Yes.
As we landed, do I want to stay more forward?
Yes, a little bit. A little steadier. Just post a little slower. No, not that slow. He's very responsive, good. Good. Let him walk a second.
Okay, now I'm clearly getting behind him. Or I would feel like that. Like again.
Not necessarily the worst thing to do out hunting.
Okay.
Because of the way the land goes and the ground rises and falls,
Okay.
that's often safer.
Okay.
So I'm not going to pick on you to get far forward because you'll be safer tomorrow
Okay.
in the seat
Okay.
you're in.
Okay.
What we need to do is figure out how to not be in his way doing that.
Right.
So I don't want to get you way up his neck like a show hunter because it doesn't necessarily carry over to the country you're going to be in tomorrow.
Okay. But I just kind of continue to be in his face a little bit.
A little bit, yes. As you jump the jump, think about sliding your hands up the neck a little bit.
Okay.
So as you jump a little bit forward, maybe,
Just come forward.
maybe, yeah, like this much,
Okay. Yeah,
6,
'cause
8 inches.
I noticed, particularly on the second jump, on the first jump, I'm sort of thinking to the next one, so it's not
Yes.
so bad. But by the second jump, he's hitting me in the butt with the saddle
Yes.
instead of staying light in the saddle. as
Some
Steve
of
said.
it is you're losing track of where you're going.
Yeah.
It's amazing, and I know you know it from the other things you do, where your focus, where your
Right.
eye will take you. So as you approach the first jump, look at the center of the brown rail until it goes out of sight between his ears. Then you're looking at the blue and white stripe
Okay.
until
And
it goes out of sight.
and then I
you
probably
need to
need to be
pick a
looking
point.
downfield.
Yes, you need to pick a point where you're going.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave it the same and have you try that.
Okay. Good. That works for me.
So look at the center of the first rail. Don't go any faster. Very good. Flat back. That's his fault, not yours. He's got to know where his feet are. That's nothing you did.
Okay, that wasn't me interfering.
That was him standing around getting a little sleepy, maybe
Okay.
forgetting there was a back rail on the oxer.
Okay.
It looked much better, looked much more in harmony.
Okay.
Try it
Okay.
one more time. Loosen your curb rein, pick up your snaffle rein.
Yep.
No faster than that. Look. Look at the second jump. Good. Much, much better going away. Do it one more time. Think about moving your hands.
Okay.
Just slide them up
Forward as we go in the air.
up the neck as his front feet come off the ground. Back to where they started as you land, or a little, even a stride later. There you go. So that was a little over-exaggerated, but it made him happier.
Okay.
Try one more time just to get a feel of it. No faster. Good. Can you feel how that, you know,
Yeah.
they jump the jump, they reach their neck out. You have to give them that little bit of room.
Yep. Absolutely.
I think we're gonna go to some single jumps
Okay.
and work on, because you're much better now over the jump, off the ground over the jump. Now we need to get you landing and
Forward.
cantering on.
Okay.
Think about keeping the canter consistent. Every step should be the same rhythm.
Okay.
You shouldn't canter, 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 canter to the jump, and you shouldn't canter, canter, either. It should just, the jump should sound like another canter step. If I'm not watching what you're doing, I should hear no change in the rhythm.
Okay. All right.
Look at the jump as you approach it. And look onto your next turn or jump after as you land. Look at the rails. Hands forward. Find the right lead. Good. Look at that red stripe. Just canter. Very good. Canter a circle. That's a good balance. Keep that canter up to the jumps. Remember to slide your hands a few inches up the neck. Very good. Best one yet. That's the feel you want.
Okay, that felt really good.
Yes.
You know, keeping that rhythm.
That's the most important thing, really.
Look where you're going. Slide up.
Yes.
And in some ways, keeping the rhythm got easier when I was already in a canter.
Yes, absolutely.
However,
Absolutely.
like here, I felt him want to rush it, which meant I was probably getting a little,
Yes.
where this jump here seemed like it was just pretty smooth and
Yes.
easy.
Yes.
And
That might be a little harder out hunting because people tend to stack up at a jump. It's not always cantering across the field, everyone jumping the jump out of stride. Sometimes everyone's standing in a group and one by one they're going and jumping. So that's a little bit harder. But that last jump was exactly the feel you want to find on all of them.
okay.
Good. Slide your hands up the neck a few inches. Look at your jump. Keep your canter. Good. Very good. Look at that red stripe. That's it. Look at the purple. Good. Fabulous. Very good. You're very good about waiting and not starting to jump when he's about to set his feet down one more time. That's great. One of the things people miss in jumping is the approach. You really need to turn out here.
Yep.
You don't want to hug the green particularly. You don't want to cut in or you're going to end up jumping that way. You want to come all the way out here, turn, get straight.
Okay.
Then you're going to circle around, come through here, jump the polka dots.
Okay.
Start looking now. Look, look, keep staring at it, keep staring at it. Good. Good. Your jumps out hunting will probably feel a little more like that.
Okay.
I think you did a great job, unless you want to jump something a little bit bigger.
No, that's good.
I think you did a great job.
We're good. Good to go. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
You remembered it.
Well, it was fun. And I did, the first couple of times through the grid, I was a little uptight, and then once I relaxed,
Yeah.
it wasn't any big deal.
Yeah.
It's interesting, in everything that I tell people, I always say, have a plan. It's really hard to have a plan sometimes if you don't know
Yes.
what you're doing.
And you don't know what to
so
expect.
this is a great experience for me. There's things that I know what I'm doing, so I educate people and say, oh, have a plan, it's real easy. Well, what I notice is that when I get the plan, then I know, like when I feel him hurry prior to a jump, once I have it drilled into my own head, squeeze your hands a little bit, slowing down, things come back under control. When I go, oh my gosh, he's hurrying,
Yes.
which I'm doing about 50% of the time, I'm like, oh no, he's hurrying. What do I do?
Yeah.
And that's, practice makes muscle memory.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
so it's really, besides the fact that I really enjoy it and it's a lot of fun, it's a great experience for me as a teacher to come back and be a student and realize, hey, wait a minute,
Yeah.
there is a little process
Yeah.
here. So all I have left to do now is change my clothes and come out for a
Change your
fox hunt.
clothes, find the other fox hunters and the hounds, and
And away we go.
yep,
Just simple.
simple.
Well, Karen, that was as much fun as you can have horseback.
I'm so glad.
Thank you so much. And when I was a young kid, a friend of mine who just is a straight up cowboy came back, actually South Carolina, and went fox hunting, and he showed me pictures and told me what a great time he had. And from that time on, I was probably 14. It was just something I really wanted to do. So with your help, I got to do that last year, and you made it kind of successful. And so this year, between you and Judy, I'll get to do that again. And I just really appreciate your time.
Oh, well, I'm so glad because it's so much fun.
Well, I hope you folks are enjoying this as much as I am. I doubt it's going to be tough for you because I'm having more fun than I should. But until next time, may God bless the trails you ride.
For more information about Ken McNabb Clinics, appearances, and products, visit kenmcnabb.com.
One true horse, the perfect partner built to ride. One true horse, a bond that cannot be denied. You would search forever just to have the chance to take a ride on one true horse. Gonna take a ride on one